Hi folks, today I want to introduce you to this DJI Osmo action camera. Okay, but first this. Now, so we have got this camera, and as you get it out the box, this is what you'll get. You also get the wee cage that you can see there. No tripod, mine, but what you get as well is you get a charging cable, and you get one of these curved mounts, and one of these mounts, and you also get one of them. So if you wanted to put it onto there and then put that in there, you could then, what's that for? You mount it onto a table or something, or is that a table mount? Maybe in the descriptions you can let me know what that mounts for. It seems to have an adhesive backing, but yeah, we're not going to bother. Okay, so let's take it out the cage, will we? Let's put that down there. So there we go, and it is on at the minute, as you can see. We'll get picture in picture. How's that? How weird is that? There we go. So let's turn you around. So this is the camera that you get for your £300. Okay. Rear screen, front facing screen that you can switch easily. Press quick switch, should change that. There we go. So we've now got a front facing screen, so when we're in selfie mode and we're videoing, we should be able to see what we're doing. That's one of the reasons we got this camera. We can see here, still get the relevant information, and there we go, even switches when we move. Okay, there we go, brilliant. So I'm going to change that back. Okay, and we're back in the back again. There we go. And if you're wondering why that's not a full screen, it's because we're in photo mode, and we've usually got it set to 4:3 when we're in photo mode. Battery compartment is here, and here we have the power and micro SD, and the side microphone, battery release, shutter release button here, just maybe that shutter release button here, and power button on off. Okay, now I have to say that I really like the way that DJI do things. We've had the Mini 2 drone for a while, and the menu system in the DJI Fly app is fantastic. One of the reasons that we wanted to buy this camera is because we're so impressed by DJI in general. Okay, so what they do is they just make things intuitive and easy to use. So if we want to do that, it will show us. These are two pictures that I took earlier. Let's see. One has de-warp on and off. As you can see, lines are a lot straighter here, and in this one, edges of the package are slightly blurred, slightly bowed, like a barrel distortion. And if you put on de-warp, it makes it a lot straighter. What it also does is, if you notice, is it crops it in a wee bit. It does the same thing on Rocksteady. When you put Rocksteady on, it slightly crops the image, so it's not as wide anymore. Okay, something to bear in mind. So let's come back out of that. Just pull that down and we get this other menu, which is brilliant. So we've got a custom settings menu. This one is the screen brightness, screen lock. We've got another menu here, sub-menu, which will take us into loads of different settings. Some really interesting things that you need to play about with. Voice control, snapshot's a good one. We can change the shutter release button up here so that when the camera's off and we press the shutter release button, we can make it do anything that we want within limits. So it can have the latest thing. If you're on video, it'll take video. If you're doing stills, it'll do stills. Or we can tell it what we want it to do whenever we press the shutter release button and the camera's off. So in photo, we've got it set for photo mode just now. So if the camera's off and let's just try that. Let's just turn the camera off. And we are going to press the shutter release button. Here we go. Comes on and it takes the picture. Does it go back off again? Yes, it does. So that's quite cool. Quite a cool thing to do. And quite easy to set up. Let's just check that. There it is. Okay. So that's the picture we just taken when the camera's off. If we want to delete that because we think, it's rubbish, we just delete it. It's so easy, and it tells us everything we want to do on there. That's a 16:9 image. It tells us about the shutter speed, the ISO, it's a JPEG or a RAW. Everything we need to know. Okay, let's bring that menu back down again. So that's a great wee menu, the wee sub menu. We can have the front screen on, full front screen, or full front screen off. So full front screen is that there. So we get the square format screen. And let's switch it back again. And let's see if I can remember now. Full front screen off. So that'll be more a cropped image now of what the camera's seeing. Okay. And let's put it back on. There we go. We can also go in here. We can have voice control off just now or on. Spot metering on or off. And we can lock the screen rotation if we, for whatever reason we want to do that, we can do it. Okay. So we're on photo mode just now at 4:3 ratio. We can change that very easily. We can go to 16:9. Bring that back down. So there we go. Just a really intuitive, easy system. If we want to put a self timer on, we're out and about and want to do a wee selfie with a couple layers, there we go. We can just put it right on, easy peasy. What else can we do? We can switch from automatic to manual. We can change the ISO, the shutter speed, and it's also telling us here that it thinks we're 0.3 overexposed. Okay. And if we switch to video, there we go. And the same menu. Okay. It'll also tell us there, and we can also change there. We can change the white balance. We can change the color profile. We can put the D-warp on or off. And we can change from MP4 to .mov. Is that movie or MOV? Whatever you want to call it. Use the potato. So we're not going to dive into all the wee subsystems, but that's basically what we can do. What a great wee thing. We can also change that to filter if we want. We take that off, and we can replace it if it gets damaged, scratched, whatever. And I think it's relatively cheap. We can also get other filters that we can screw on there, ND, polarizers, that sort of thing. And there we go. What else do we want to say about this camera? What we have to do is we have to switch the cage. Let me get the other cage that we... Oops. Oh, that's no scratch to lens there. We have got the... How is it? Yeah, it's fine. It's an action camera. It's supposed to get dropped. Okay, so let's put it down there. In fact, we're going to turn that off because it doesn't need to be on. Let's just turn that off. This is a new cage that we got from... There it is. You see that there? Can we see that? PGY Tech. And this was recommended because we want to put a microphone on the side. So we need to take that door off, which is fairly simple. And the cage is going to go in, let me think, that way. That's going to go in there. That goes on the back and clips in like that. And there we go. And the wee microphone adapter that we got from PGY Tech. No, we didn't. We got it the Sign Over. Getting confused with all my names now. Sign Over. We got this wee adapter. Okay, and that goes into there. And that will go to the back. There we go. Now, what we can do, we can still charge the phone because we've got the cable there. Cable going here, USB-C. And that is the jack for the mic. Mic will fit onto the side here. Light will go in here. And we are going to put on tripod mount. But before we do that, I want to show you something. So the tripod mount should just go in here, like there. And then this is going to screw in there. But what we're going to do is I'm going to put on this other thing first, which is off a key ring. Okay, and we're going to put that on there. Now I want this to be that side. Okay, let's see where we are. That'll be fine. Now that's going to go in there. Now wait till you see what we've done, because it's very hard to fit neck strap to this unit. Right, so here's what we're going to do. That's us got our tripod mount on there. Alright, so that's us ready to go, tripod wise. There we go. Right, but what I've done is I got this old strap, camera strap. And now we've got that on there. That's quite secure. That's not going to go anywhere. We can put this on here. If we can. There we go. Okay. And now we have a camera strap that we can put around my neck. Okay. How cool is that? Okay, so that should be a wee bit less hassle when we're out and about. Especially when we've got the light and the microphone attached. Okay, so it means that we can just, we don't need to worry about it. Okay, well, obviously we're going to take it off and we're going to shoot things, but general day-to-day carrying about should be fine. Okay, I'm going to switch you back round now. Okay folks, so I hope that wasn't too boring for you. If there's anything that you'd like us to cover or recover, we might have glossed by quite a lot of that. Certainly some of the sub menu and some of the amazing wee things that wee camera can do. One thing that just came to mind actually that I forgot to talk about is the double tap. Right, now what's supposed to happen if you press the quick switch button, remember that one again, there we go, quick switch button, it will swap screens. Okay, so should be on the front screen. There we go. Swap back again. Back screen again. There we go. There is a slight lag. Can you see that? I understand that it was quite bad originally, and it's got a lot better now. But that seems still quite a lag. But anyway, quick switch, 2 buttons, double tap. So what's supposed to happen is, let me see, double tap screen, nothing. There we go. Does work. Okay, double tap again. Nope. Is it my fingers? There it goes. Right, so it does work. It's meant to work all the time. I don't know why. It's maybe it's my big fat chubby fingers, I don't know. Or maybe just stick to the quick switch button is maybe a better idea. Or I'm probably doing something wrong. That's probably what's happening there. Now, if you enjoyed that, if you could like and subscribe, and if you could big thumbs up or big thumbs down, would be ideal. Any questions in the comments, and we'll try and get back to you. Okay, we'll see you on the next exciting episode of Motorhoming with Jake and Chuckles.